that, we are ready to go. This is break number 1247, the 2021 Chronicles Draft Picks. One box, pick your team. Remember, this rookie rundown only includes first round picks because they're all rooks in this one. Zach Wilson of the New York Jets headed to Eric, followed by Rashad Bateman of the Baltimore Ravens going to Cynthia. Then we have Terrace Marshall Jr. of the Carolina Panthers going to Phil, followed up by Rondale Moore of the Arizona Cardinals headed to BMWs. Then we have a Mac Diddley Jones. That is going to be of the New England Patriots going to Rob. Welcome to BreakTraders, Rob. Followed by a Spectra, Justin Fields of the Chicago Bears going to Eric. Welcome to BreakTraders, Eric. Followed by Jalen Waddle of the Miami Dolphins. And then our memorabilia is going to be a substantial swatch, and that is Kellen Mond. Kellen Mond of the Minnesota Vikings, and that is going to Todd. We have Trey Lance of the San Francisco 49ers going to Josh, followed by a Kadarius Toney of the New York Giants. Kadarius Toney of the Giants headed to Ryan. Then we have Kenneth Gainwell of the Philadelphia Eagles going to Nate. And then we have a filler card in there, followed by Elijah Molden of the Tennessee Titans going to Christian, followed by Kyle Pitts of the Atlanta Falcons Illusions headed to Brian. Then we have another Kyle Pitts Flux edition of the Falcons going to Brian, and then Michael Carter of the New York Jets headed to Eric. And here we go with our next auto, and that is Tony Fields II. Tony Fields II of the Cleveland Browns headed to Cynthia. And we're on to the third pack in this one. Javonte Williams of the Denver Broncos going to Phil, followed by Travis Etienne of the Jacksonville Jaguars headed to Michael. Then we have Mr. Trey Lance of the San Francisco 49ers going to Josh, followed up with Justin Fields of the Chicago Bears. Justin Fields of the Chicago Bears. And that is going to be heading to Eric. Followed up by Mac Jones of the New England Patriots. Mac Jones with the recon of the New England Patriots going to Rob. Followed up by Zach Wilson of the New York Jets headed to Eric. And then we have Chatarius Tutu Atwell of the Los Angeles Rams going to Jordan. Followed by a silver Trevor Lawrence rated rookie of the Jaguars headed to Michael. Alrighty, halfway through, onto our fourth pack. Trey Lance of the San Francisco 49ers. Trey Lance of the 49ers going to Josh, followed by a Javonte Williams of the North of the Denver Broncos going to Phil. Then we have Rashad Bateman of the Baltimore Ravens, and that is going to Cynthia, followed by a filler card right in there. Then we have a little Travis Etienne XR edition of the Jacksonville Jaguars to Michael, followed up by Terrace Marshall Jr. of the Carolina Panthers going to Phil. Then we have Justin Fields of the Chicago Bears going to Eric. And then a blue Spectra, that's out of 99, Jamar Chase of the Cincinnati Bengals going to John. And then our auto is going to be Dax Milne. Dax Milne of the Washington football team headed to Ryan. And I also realize this is cut day, so some of these rookies may be flipping teams here, but this will be as of before cut day for sure. Travis Etienne of the Jacksonville Jaguars going to Michael, followed by Rashad Bateman of the Baltimore Ravens headed to Cynthia. Then we have Justin Fields of the Chicago Bears going to Eric. Following that up, we have a Zach Wilson of the New York Jets. Zach Wilson of the New York Jets Recon Edition going to Eric, followed by a red Jalen Waddle Illusions of the Miami Dolphins headed to Chris, and that's out of 149. Terrace Marshall Jr. of the Carolina Panthers going to Phil, and then Jamie Newman of the Philadelphia Eagles going to Nate. And then our auto is going to be Brevin Jordan. Brevin Jordan from the Miami Hurricanes and now on the Houston Texans, and that is going to Brian. We have Tylan Wallace of the Baltimore Ravens going to Cynthia, followed by Seth Williams of the Denver Broncos headed to Phil, followed by a Justin Fields, this one of the Chicago Bears going to Eric. Then we have a Prestige Tamaron Terry of the Seattle Seahawks heading to Chris. Following that up, we have a Kylan Hill of the Green Bay Packers, and that's going to Cynthia, followed by Devonta Smith of the Philadelphia Eagles heading to Nate, and then another Tamaron Terry of the Seattle Seahawks headed to Chris. Following that one up, we have Pat Freiermuth of the Pittsburgh Steelers going to Heather. Alrighty, let's run down these first round picks. We have Devonta Smith of the Philadelphia Eagles, Justin Fields of the Bears, Jalen Waddle of the Miami Dolphins, and that's out of 149. Zach Wilson of the New York Jets, Justin Fields, Travis Etienne of the Jaguars, a Jamar Chase out of 99 of the Cincinnati Bengals, followed by Justin Fields, Travis Etienne, Trey Lance of the San Francisco 49ers, a silver Trevor Lawrence of the Jaguars, Zach Wilson, Mac Jones of the New England Patriots, Justin Fields, Trey Lance, Travis Etienne, Kyle Pitts of the Atlanta Falcons, Kyle Pitts, Kadarius Toney of the New York Giants, Trey Lance, Jalen Waddle of the Dolphins, Justin Fields of the Bears, Mac Jones, and Zach Wilson. And now on to our featured cards. First, our three autos. We have Brevin Jordan, Tony Fields, and Dax Milne. Dax Milne of the Washington football team headed to Ryan. Brevin Jordan of the Houston Texans going to Brian. And Tony Fields, the second of the Cleveland Browns, going to Cynthia. And last but not least, we have the Kellen Mond Substantial Swatches. Kellen Mond Substantial Swatches of the Minnesota Vikings going to Todd. And with that, we are done with break 1247. We will be right back from the hardwood with our first of two Revolution basketball breaks.